Hello and welcome to the backstage area. Welcome, Andrew. Good afternoon. It's 8 PM where I am now, so I imagine over where you are 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe? And a warm welcome to Tubbleberry in the chat. Haven't seen your name around before, so welcome to the backstage. We'll be cracking this box very, very shortly. It is indeed Crucible of War Unlimited, searching for the Arknight Shard. Because I absolutely love Viscerai. That's it, really. Nice bit of banter going on in the chat already between Lauro and Andrew, and rightly so, Andrew says. We haven't seen Lauro in the chat for a while, and that's because they're probably busy doing their own YouTube stuff. So it's good to see that you finally hit 100 subs recently, Lauro, so well done. Keep rolling the content out. And Tubbleberry is saying that you're from the Magic the Gathering server, so I imagine that's the Velpa Games server that I joined recently. I remember actually when I first encountered Velpa Games. I don't know whether it's still the same now, but I saw recently that you do a lot of seal product and stuff now. But when I first encountered you, you were very much building people commander decks for a budget, which I thought was a very, very interesting idea. And I'm assuming that got you off the ground, because that was a very good idea, definitely. Absolutely, Lauro. Real life is a tough one sometimes, and it is hard to find the time to be able to make content. It is a very, very delicate balance. So yeah, definitely feel you there. Which is why I had to give up my other Magic the Gathering channel, because I just didn't have enough time. Lauro is saying, do you have the tunic already? I did have the tunic, but I got rid of it because I have strong feelings against the tunic. I don't really like the tunic. I don't like how a lot of people will just run the tunic just to simply run the tunic and try and get the intrinsic value that is obviously tacked onto the card, but I don't want to use it, so I got rid of it. And I invested it in more boxes. I can't remember what boxes I got for it now, though. So yeah, let's get straight into this, shall we? 8:15. We'll probably be here for about 40 minutes or so. So yeah, let's go. So hello and welcome back to Go Again Gaming. My name is Az, and I don't know where to look because I've done a different streaming setup, and I've obviously got a green screen in the background now. Changing a lot of things as to what's going on in the studio, trying to do higher quality videos when I'm not streaming, of course. But yeah, how's everyone doing today? We're going to be cracking a box of CRU Unlimited. I'm trying to keep an eye on both my scenes and my chat. Laura is saying the tunic has been great so far, but played it against Frostbite Effect, and the lake card froze because you have to pay one to get one. No, that's very true. That's very, very true. So that's a good point. But yeah, let's do this. Laura is saying excellent. So yeah, let's go down to the top down camera so you can see what's going on. So yeah, Crucible of War box. And as you can see here, my lovely playmats, which you can go check out on my web store at the moment. And it does ship globally as well. So whoever is watching this now, in the future, in the past, or wherever you might be out there in the big wide world, these will ship globally. And Andrew can confirm that in the chat because he got this design. So yeah, got loads more designs coming out shortly as well. So keep an eye out on the webpage for that. And if you do want to help support me directly, then go and check out my Patreon as well. That would be fantastic. But I'm not here to sell you my platforms. You're here to see what I get in this. And I'm hoping for an Arknight Shard, obviously, because I'm a massive Viserai fan, if you haven't gathered that already from the rune chants surrounding this particular video. But yeah, I'm looking for Arknight Shard, of course, just because I really, really want it. And maybe some Rattlebones as well. I do have one Rattlebones, and I've been sort of playing around with Rattlebones recently, and I think it's quite good in the deck that I'm trying to build for Viserai, more of an aggro Viserai build. But Rattlebones is quite good because it allows you to potentially give anything go again. You can fetch things out of your graveyard, which is fantastic because it means that you can then decide to block with cards that once they go into the graveyard, you're not actually losing them because you know that Rattlebones can fetch them back out. So I think that could be quite good as well. So I want to test stuff out with Rattlebones, so I'm looking to get Rattlebones. Tubbleberry is saying, do it. Andrew is saying, going to be heading to my local scene for a Blitz event tonight. Good luck, Andrew. Who are you playing in the Blitz? Who are you playing? Tubbleberry is saying good luck, so thank you very much, Tubbleberry. I'm sure I've been blessed with good luck on this channel before. Watching in the past, I'm good, but not that good. Yeah. Just in case we do have any time travelers that come across Go Again Gaming, they might be watching this before I've even recorded it. Who knows? And then we've got Law of the World saying, those scissors, Fiskars. Fiskars? Is that the name of the scissors in Finland, is it? I'm not sure. But yeah, let's get straight into this. So we're going to cut this open now. Rattlebones is one of the most interesting mechanic. Yeah, it is. It is very interesting. You have to have dealt arcane damage for it to be played at instant speed. But yeah, I think it's quite good as well. I think it's a card that doesn't really see much play. So I'd love to try and experiment with it. I'm struggling with this already. I don't want to. There we go. Andrew is saying you have to ask who I'm playing. No, I should have guessed that by now. It's definitely going to be Bravo, Captain Bravo. It's going to be Bravo. Of course it is. But yeah, Rattlebones. I do have a shiny one as well from my last box. So I wonder what we're going to get in this. Let's see. I'm awful at opening these boxes. Really am. Also, Tubbleberry, I have to play some Magic at some point. I know I shouldn't really be mentioning this Magic in this particular video, but we will play some at some point. I recently got rid of all of my cards, all of the ones I wasn't using, bar a few Commander decks. So yeah, we got some Flesh and Blood Flesh and Blood packs to go through today. And this is so much easier having this microphone arm. I don't have to sort of navigate around. It's brilliant. So I'm going through a couple of upgrades. to the studio at the moment, and you should actually come to see those upgrades in this overhead camera, because it will actually focus now when I show the cards up to the camera, which is good. Topple Bear is saying, whoop whoop, I got some of those cards. Yes, you did. You bought my white sort of equipment package, didn't you? Like Stoneforge Mystic and Pure Steel Paladins and stuff, if I remember correctly. Let's just get all these out of the box, because nobody cares about the box. I recently got some card holder boxes from Magic Madhouse, which I'm yet to sort my collection into, which are these things. Can I show you these things? Massive boxes. You probably can't see that because I'm on the small screen rather than the top down. Laura, what you... yeah, it was hard to open. I opened the booster packs old-fashioned way. No one told me that Japanese have the little cup where you open them. So are these Japan, these ones? I can't remember how you see. But I need my glasses on, that's for sure, so I can't see anything. Stream's looking great. Thank you, Card Vault. Card Vault are my affiliates. As a lot of you are probably aware, you would have seen my ridiculous adverts that I've done during the Go Again Gaming Open tournaments, where I sort of superimpose my mouth onto the characters' faces. But yeah, Card Vault, as I've discussed with you previously, all the graphics and that will be changing shortly when I get my logos and artworks through. So yeah, it's going to be even better than before. But thank you very much. Good to see you here. And I think I'm going to be partaking in your box break soon as well. Maybe not this month, maybe next month I'll get a few box breaks and I'll come and chill in your stream for a bit. I do like Pokemon cards, I just have no one to play with. And they've changed a lot since I played a long time ago. But anyway, let's have a look at these packs. Let's go straight into this. I'm trying to... Let me just put this down for a moment. I'm going to try and reorganise my stream so I can actually see what I'm doing on the camera as well as talk to you at the same time. There we go. That's better. So I'm going to be looking over here rather than at the camera. But, you know, it's... yeah, you'll get the idea. Right, so let's go. Most of the Japanese wave should have been the Japanese printed products. I'm not sure whether this is or not, actually. And yeah, I did buy this from the Card Vault as well. So if the Card Vault have resealed some of these packs, thank you very much. That would be awesome. Would love to see you there. Yeah, I'm going to be there, don't worry. So here we go. So hopefully this will focus now. So I've got a better camera. Look at that. Look how much better that is. You've even got the ring light above it, look. Looks like the Combustible Courier is wearing a halo. Combustible Courier! Who watched the last stream? Combustible Courier absolutely loves being at the front of the pack, doesn't he? Do you remember? Who watched the last stream? There was about 79 packs where the Combustible Courier was at the front. Just loving life. Outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. Law of the World is saying, the Evolving Wilds in the Pokemon TCG seems awesome. I would love to have the full art Rayquaza. Now, Rayquaza is a good Pokemon, that's for sure. Hello, Lou. Welcome to the chat. Given the hell the packaging was to open traditionally, that's Japanese printing. Yeah, well, it makes sense to have some sort of tear flap on the pack, doesn't it? Especially for us Europeans. But anyway, let's get to the pack. I'm spending too much time talking. Yeah, so we've got a Combustible Courier who loves being at the front of the pack. Sleep Dart, Snapback, Sutcliffe's Research Notes, which I have actually added to Viscera recently. Very, very good. Rhinar, Reckless Rampage. Pull Forward, Blessing of Serenity. A Torrent of Tempo Shiny. That's nice. Towering Titan. And Morvaran Skies. So, yeah, got a full play set of Morvaran Skies in the Viscera deck. Just an action that costs nothing to play. It gives your next attack go again, and if it hits, you get Rune Chant tokens. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant in aggro Viscera, and that's what I'm building. So, or that's what I've built. Sorry. And then we've got Towering Titans. Let me just put the well, unless we get if we get Majestics or Fables or what have you, we'll put those to the side. But we'll just put these down here because I've got most of those already. Yep, here we go again, Andrew is saying. Yes, Combustible Courier. I bet, let's call it now. How many Combustible Couriers will appear at the start of the pack? I reckon 5. I can't open these packs at all. And there's no tear flap at all. Not that I can see. Or am I just being stupid? I just never get on with opening Crucible of War packs because there's no cards in them, basically. There's like 10 cards in there. There's no give at all. All the cards in CRU are so playable, even the commons, Laura is saying. Yeah, I agree. Definitely. But that's what we want to see from supplement sets, don't we? We want to see playable cards that, you know, that sort of encourage experimentation. That's what we want. I wish they would print another filler set where Leviah will get some nice stuff. I mean, saying that, Leviah is actually quite good. I played against Leviah the other day. I've recently got one of my best mates into playing Flesh and Blood casually with me, and Leviah was actually good. One of the key things you need to do with Leviah is block, because Leviah cares about having stuff in the graveyard that you banish to then do the massive attacks, right? So you just want to block as much as you can, because then not only do you soak up the damage, you've also then got a full graveyard to utilise to banish to the banish zone to get the massive attacks through. And it was my mate that told me about that synergy. If you block with like 3 cards, you not only waste the opponent's turn, but if you've got 1 card in hand or 1 card in arsenal that then says banish 3 cards at random from your graveyard and then attack for 8 or whatever it is with dominate or whatever it does, you're going to be loving life. So I think one of the keys to Leviah is blocking as much as you can, because that fills your graveyard up in this game. So I only came to realise that recently. So it's a bit of a revelation for me. It makes me want to play Leviah just because of that strategy, blocking more often. So yeah, we got a Consuming Violation. It's a good card, although it doesn't have space in my Viserai deck at the moment, unfortunately. So Consuming Violation, Foreboding Bolt, Pathing Helix, Meet and Greet. Got a play set of these in Viserai. It's just a ridiculously good card. Blessing of Serenity, Riled Up, Torrent of Tempo, a shiny Harmonized Kodachi. I'm going to get loads of ninja stuff again, aren't I? I can see it happening now. Loads of ninjas. Crane Dance, there we go. And then a High Speed Impact. So we've already got 2 ninja stuff there. And a shiny Kodachi. So are we going to go full heavy ninja again and get Breeze Rider boots and all that stuff? What do you reckon? I love how auto focuses. So much better than my last camera. And I've got my patrons to thank for that. Because you're all legends. Thank you very much for supporting me so early on in this journey. Let's go. Laura is saying, scream as loudly as you can when you get something nice. I hear you only. I hear you only. What does that mean? People can hear me, can't they? Yeah, that's fine. There isn't any music in this section. Maybe there should be. Maybe there should be some ambient sort of elevator music going on. What do you reckon? Should there be music in this bit as well or not? I can add it at a later stage. Okay, so next we have... It's not the Combustible Courier, but it is a Mechanologist card at the front of the pack. Overblast. So we've got Overblast. Brutal Assault. Come on, focus. What are you doing? Sleep Dart. Why is it not focusing? Come on then. There we go. Sleep Dart. Hit and Run. Swing Fist. Think Later. I always thought that said Swing First, Think Later, but it doesn't. It's actually Swing Fist. Well, there you go. Soul Beat Strike. Choke Slam. Push Forward for the shiny. Skull Horn for the Brute Equipment. And another Morven Sky. So we got a Majestic in the Skull Horn. Skull Horn for the Brute Equipment head. That's quite good. So destroy Skull Horn, draw a card, then discard a random card. That's quite good with Go Again. And Arcane Barrier 2. So you can pay 2 resources and prevent 2 arcane damage for each arcane source coming in. So it should do very well against my favourite deck. So yeah, that's our first Majestic. Skull Horn for the Brute Equipment. You jinxed it, Lauro. You gave us some good Brute stuff. There you go. Best Slam, nice equipment. Hello, Adeus Goldson, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Fair patron. Absolute legend. I really need to learn how to open these packs without using my mouth hole as a vice. But welcome to the chat today, Goldson. How are you today? What time is it where you are? Is it same as Andrew? Eastern Standard, or whatever it is. So we've got Dash at the front of this pack. Dash, baby. I don't know whether the glare on the card is causing it to not focus, but I don't know. So we've got Dash. Combustible Courier? Of course it would be. Of course it would be a Combustible Courier, wouldn't it? What do we say? How many Combustible Couriers? 5? I mean, I'm counting that as at the start of the pack, because this is a token card. This doesn't count. So, yeah, I'm going to say that's a Combustible Courier at the start of the pack. Tekliv Assen's Workshop, Riled Up, Out for Blood, Salt the Wound, great band, Predatory Assault, Tekliv Assen's Workshop, Sledge of Anvilheim, and then Reinforce the Line. So I already do have a Sledge of Anvilheim, but it is in foil as well. So yeah, just a 6 attack for 4 resource. It's just not really that great, is it? Really? It's got nothing else to do, I guess. East Coast as well. Nice, good stuff. Yeah, next pack then. Lovely old job. Okay, right. What's next? We've got a Pathing Helix. Lou, I found the remains of a very old Fairy Tribal deck from Innistrad, so I'm going to be making straight Fairy Tribal EDH. Fair play. We don't speak about EDH on this stream, though, Lou, unfortunately. Pathing Helix, Increased Attention, Consuming Violation, Riled Up, Predatory Assault, Crush the Weak, Flying Kick, Barraging, Beat Horn, Dauntless, and Crane Dance. So, bit garbage there, I think. Bit garbage. Good only for Kano, makes things more consistent for chipping in for 6. Oh, I guess so. The Sledge, yeah. Sledge of Anvilheim. Oh, my favourite's at the front of this pack, people. There he is. Viceroy Runeblood. I'm going to be a sad, sad man when this gets retired. Sad, sad man. Cool. So we got Brutal Assault, Rousing Aether, Emerging Dominance, Bittering Thorns, Swink Fist, Soulbeat Strike, Out for Blood, Chain Lightning for the Majestic Wizard action. Whenever someone says a class, it appears in Majestic form. What is going on here? What is this devilry in the chat? What is this devilry? I'm not going to get an Arknight Shard, am I? I'm never going to get one. I just have to come to accept it, but I'm never going to get an Arknight Shard. I've never pulled a Fabled yet. Who's pulled a Fabled in the chat? Anybody? Anybody pulled a Fabled yet? Just put the packs there for now. I can't be asked to keep turning around. Okay, here we go. Increased attention. We're definitely increasing attention here, aren't we? Looking for this Arknight Shard. Increased attention. Okay. Sutcliffe's research notes. Rousing Aether. Overblast. Dorinthia. Swing Fist. Flying Kick. Reinforce the Line. Towering Titan. And Dauntless. Pretty much the same 3 rares in the last pack. Or the pack before that. Towering Titan for the Guardian. Yeah, we saw a lot of Towering Titan last time, didn't we? In the back. Andrew is saying, I've pulled a heart in Unlimited. Oh, fair play. Where did that go? Did you use that for anything? Or was it just in the collection? Andrew Mason, thanks for joining the chat. I'm struggling to get a legendary, you say. It's a tough one, isn't it? I mean, I had a lot of luck when I first got into the game, and I got 2 Arcane Rising boxes and a Welcome to Raid box, and I pulled a legendary in each one of those. I got the Arknight Skullcap from Arcane Rising. Then I also got the Brave Forge Bracers from Welcome to Raid, I think it was. And then what was the other one I got? Oh, what was the other one I got? Spring Tunic. Oh, Spring Tunic in Crucible of War. So I've pulled 3 legendaries from about 5 boxes so far. But yeah, I know what you mean. It's a tough one, isn't it, sometimes? Right, so let's go next. Consuming Violation. Depends on how much you go, though. I normally crack by the case, so that ups the odds a good bit. Yeah, definitely. Unfortunately, we're not all ballers like you, Andrew. We can't crack cases, we only get boxes. Consuming Violation, Sleep Dart, Foreboding Bolt, Brutal Assault, Torrent of Tempo, Blessing of Serenity, Riled Up, Zen State Token, Rock Slide Trap, and Tashar the Lost Prince. So that's actually the first Talishar I've ever got, which is an interesting one because it's a generic weapon, so anybody can use it. It's a sword, 2-handed. You can pay 2 resources to attack with it, only once per turn. So it's a 4 attack for 2, which I think, generally that's quite good. But then if it has 3 or more rust counters on it, destroy it. So I don't know where you would use to Talishar the Lost Prince. I mean, again, I'm not clued up on all of these cards and their utilizations and synergies as of right now. Yeah, if you leave a comment section below or in the chat as to how do you use Talishar. Anything good going on there? Heart is in my collection. She was pricey when I pulled her. Dropped a lot since then. I have a cardboard problem. Yeah, don't we all? Don't we all? I mean, let's be honest. You wouldn't tune in to just watch me, would you? There has to be some cards involved. You don't just don't want to watch me just on the screen hanging around. There needs to be some cards involved. Okay, right. Here we go. Combustible Courier at the front of the pack. There we go. Of course he is. Of course he would be there. Dun, da, da, da. Of course he would be there. Absolutely loves life, doesn't he? Of course he does. Look at his face. Combustible Courier at the start of the pack. What a surprise. Focus. Right, let's get you out of the way. That's 3 out of 5 Combustible Couriers that I've predicted so far. Sutcliffe's Research Notes, Teclavashion's Workshop, Snapback, Choke Slam, Crush the Weak, Out for Blood, Rousing Aether, Data Doll, and Barraging Bighorn. Data Doll, I've already got one. So she's a rare hero in this set, and she's the only hero with 3 intellect. So massive downside. Massive downside. But I do want to build with her as a result. Got to get back to work. Good luck. Thanks to Deus Goldsun. Thanks for chipping in. And we'll see you soon on the Go Again Gaming Open, probably. Unless we have another stream set before that. But yeah, Data Doll. Cool. Lovely old job. But yeah, I do want to build Data Doll, but I just think she'd be absolute trash, to be honest. I reckon she would just be absolute garbage. But maybe that's the whole point. Maybe you just play with loads of garbage cards and see what happens. I will just chuck these down here. Okay. So we've got an Overblast. Just need to find the sweet spot of where the camera focuses. There we go. It's about there, isn't it? Overblast. Sleep Dart. Meet and Greet. Fantastic card. Foreboding Bolt. Torrent of Tempo. Crush the Weak. Flying Kick. Copper Token. Tripwire Trap. And Benji the Piercing Wind. I think I've got a Benji as well already. So I've got 2 heroes in a row now, which are at the rare rarity. Actually, no, I don't think I have a Benji yet. I have an Era. I have the other ninjas, but I don't have Benji. But I do have both of Benji's weapons, which is quite cool. I do have the left and the right artwork as well, which is quite cool. So that's good. I can add that to my ninjas. Andrew is saying, as the mech player, Andrew Mason this is, I think she would be bad. Yeah, I think she is definitely meant to be bad. I mean, unless we see support without actually her realising it. So yeah, 3 intellect hero. Whenever a mechanologist item with cost 2 or less is put into your banish zone from your deck, put it into the arena instead. So you want to be boosting a lot, like you obviously do with a mechanologist, but all of those items just go into the arena instead. So how much value can you get from that? Is it worth having a 3-card hand? I don't think so, because your hand is your life as well. It's your blocking potential. It's everything in this game. So having 25% less than everybody else, is the benefit going to be good enough? Probably not until we see more mechanologist items, maybe. But it still makes me want to build it, that's the thing. It makes me want to build it because of the downside. It's like old school Commander. Not that we actually speak about that here. And what a surprise! We've got a combustible courier at the start of the pack. So that's 4 out of 5 predicted combustible couriers at the start of the pack. Are we going to exceed 5? Are we going to exceed 5 combustible couriers at the start of the pack? We will see. That's the 4th one that's showing up now. Combustible courier, number 4. Pathing Helix, increased attention, choke slam, crush the weak, emerging dominance, hit and run, snag, foil, promise of plenty, and barraging big horn. So we've got a snag for the foil, which is quite good. Ziggy actually won one of these recently in the Patreon pool. So yeah, fair play. This is a good card. Snag. In foil as well. So let's put that to the side because that's majestic. So let's put that there for foil. Andrew is saying Data Doll is one set of mech support away from being broken. No, that's very true. Very true. Yeah, all she needs is, again, is a good selection of items to then just be absolutely outrageous. Because if one of those items says draw a card or something along the lines of, you know, mitigating that card advantage loss. Lordo is saying a foil. Nice. Yep, a foil snag I just got there, for anybody who missed it. 1 or 2 really good items that could make that cheat out ability nice. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Cheating stuff into play is got to be good. And we haven't seen much stuff in the sense of board states. So maybe the mechanologist in the future will just have a load of items that create a board state. Because isn't there an item that prevents you from attacking the mechanologist as long as the item's in play or something? Or maybe something like that. That can actually sort of substitute for the loss of cards in hand with blocking potential on the field. Maybe. I can't remember if there is or not. Static field or something? I can't remember what it's called. Maybe I'm just making this shit up. Brutal Assault. Combustible Courier. Ooh, nearly at the start of the pack. I see you there. Rousing Aether. Blessing of Serenity. Emerging Dominance. Push Forward. Swing Fist. Dauntless Shiny. Cindering Foresight. And Springboard Somersault. Dauntless Shiny. But nothing spicy there. 3 Majestic so far, including a Majestic equipment for Brute. Andrew saying, in the game that shall not be named, cheating on costs got Golos yeeted from the only format worth anything. It did indeed. But if any of you in the future want to play Golos, and for whatever reason, for some unknown reason, I'm playing Commander at a table, you can use it. That's not a problem against me. No worries about that. As long as you're happy to be world-fired. Anyway, that's enough. Kano appearing at the start of the pack this time. Lovely. Suckless Research Note, Snapback, Predatory Assault, Push Forward, Choke Slam, Soulbead Strike, a Shiny Rune Charm. Lovely old job. Find Center, Ninja Majestic, and Rushing River. So another Find Center. Andrew, do you need any more Find Centers? Probably not. Because I'm never going to use them. Never going to use Find Center. I don't think we're getting an Arknight Shard, are we? Unfortunately. Here we go. Rousing Aether. No Combustible Courier. Teclobastin's Workshop. Increase Attention. Pathing Helix. Hit and Run. Push Forward. Swing Fist. Foreboding Bolt. Promise of Plenty. And High Speed Impact. I wouldn't do that to you, as that Golos deck of mine was already on the block to be taken apart. Interesting. Very interesting. Dice to removal, though, Andrew. Dice to removal. You're not going to be able to spin the wheel. Not sure I have 3 yet, Andrew is saying. So you might need another one then. Another Find Center. Interesting. Good trade bait, Fine Centre. It was pretty valuable last time I checked. Interesting. Okay, we got an Overblast at the front of this pack. It's not a courier, but it is a Met card. Snapback, Consuming Violation, Out for Blood, Riled Up, Hit and Run, Flying Kick, Predatory Assault, Unified Decree, and a Crane Dance. I think that's the second Unified Decree I have. So what does this even do? What does this even do? Target weapon attack gains +3, and then has reprise. If the defending player has defended with a card from their hand, this chain link, look at the top card of your deck. If it's an attack and reaction card, you may banish it. If you do, you may play it this combat chain. Okay, well that's pretty good. All about manipulating the combat, isn't it, really? That's quite cool. Nice. I think I've got another one of those hanging around somewhere, so maybe we build a warrior for something. Okay, next. Oh, I missed your comments earlier about Talashar the Lost Prince, mainly for Shiana or Kavdayan. Oh, I guess yeah, because one's a merchant and one's a shapeshifter. So yeah, makes sense to have a generic weapon instead. Tekla Vassen's Workshop appearing at the front of this pack. Copper Token, Brutal Assault, Pathing Helix, Bravo. There you go, Andrew. Emerging Dominance, Whirling Miss Blossom, Swing Fist, Dauntless again, and an Aether Conduit for the wizard weapon. So yeah, nothing spicy there, unfortunately. Nothing spicy there, unfortunately. So we've got 8 packs left. Are we going to get an Arknight Shard, or are we going to get any spicy Rattlebones? Probably not. Probably not. Oh, we got an Overblast. Oh, I think I've just revealed the rare by accident, which is a Plasma Barrel Shot and a Dauntless and a Promise of Plenty foil. Never mind. Yeah, so that was a Plasma Barrel Shot, Promise of Plenty, and Dauntless for the rares in that pack. No suspense whatsoever. Never mind. Promise of Plenty is rare, though. What does this do? Plasma Barrel Shot. Once per turn action, remove a steam count from it to attack for X. X is equal to number of 1. X is equal to 1 plus number of times you've boosted. And then you can pay 2 as an action if there are no steam counters on it. Put a steam counter on it, and then go again. Interesting. So it cares about the amount of times you've boosted, which could be quite good. Pew Pew Staff is interesting. Kano is a bit too wombo combo for it. Pew Pew Staff. Oh, the Aether Conduit thing. Wombo combo. Wombo combo. Wombo combo Kano. Okay. Meet and greet. Blue. Meet and greet blue. Full play set in Viscerai. Love it. Foreboding Bolt. Sutcliffe. Snapback. Push forward. Torrent of Tempo. Out for Blood. Tekla Vassen's Workshop. Shiny. Aether Eyes for the Majestic Wizard instant. And Morven Skies. Yellow. What does this do then? Aether Eyes. Negate target instant card with cost 1 or less. The card does not resolve. Put it into its owner's graveyard. Wow. So it's just a counter spell, basically. Negate target instant card with cost 1 or less. Instant cards, though. Negating instants. Sounds like something that doesn't happen too often. Definitely a sideboard card, surely. Aether Eyes. Definitely a sideboard card. Next. 5 packs remaining. What are we going to see? Okay, we've got increased attention. The intention is increasing, that's for sure. Overblast, Consuming Violation, Blessing of Serenity, Bittering Thorn, Swing Fist, Hit and Run, Shiny Zephyr Needle, Reinforcer Line, and Barraging Beathorn. That Shiny Zephyr Needle is quite nice. Lovely old job. It says Summoning a Demon. I'll pass. What says Summoning a Demon? The staff. What's Summoning a Demon, damn it? What is Summoning a Demon? I want to know what that is. Here we go again. Sutcliffe's research notes. Absolutely love it. A rune chant creator that has Go Again, and it's a non-attack action. Can't go wrong with that, really. Rousing Aether. Tekla Varson's Workshop, Push Forward, Soul Bead Strike, Riled Up, Emerging Dominance. Oh my goodness. A Majestic Equipment, Shiny. Metacarpus Node. That's a good one, isn't it? Getting a load of wizard stuff in this pack. Well, in this box. That's a good one. That is a good one, isn't it? I'll wait for the chat to catch up with that. Metacarpus Node. Followed by a Barraging Beat Horn and High Speed Impact. So that's a good pull. Metacarpus Node Foil. Lovely old job. Law of the World is saying, holy crap. As does it again. He pulls a Majestic Foil on stream. Aether Eyes can counter both Levias and Chain's Demon Summon Legendaries. 3 great foils, you're saying. Yeah, Snag, Metacarpus Node, and then the Zephyr Needle, maybe? What's this do then, the Metacarpus Node? Let's have a look. Metacarpus... No, I don't think the Skullhorn wasn't foil, was it? No, the Skullhorn wasn't foil, but still, yeah, some good Majestics. Snag, Skullhorn, and Metacarpus Node. So Metacarpus Node says, whenever you play a card with an effect that deals arcane damage, you may pay a resource, and if you do, that effect deals that much arcane damage +1 at the beginning of the end phase. Destroy Metacarpus Node. Cool. An arcane barrier as well. Lovely. Metacarpus Node Shiny. How much does that fetch in the UK then? Metacarpus Node Shiny. No, it wasn't foil, unfortunately, the Skullhorn, but still, Laura, it was a very good pull, I think. 2 Majestic Equipments in this box. So thanks, Card Vault, for resealing these packs for me. My joke, of course. British sarcasm. Okay, next. We have no Combustible Courier. I'm very, very disappointed. Tekla Vasson's Workshop instead. Brutal Assault, Sleep Dart, Crush the Weak, Soul Bead Strike, Predatory Assault, Choke Slam, Sleep Dart Shiny, Cindering Foresight, and a Centauri Saber. Centauri Saber. Just reminds me of Ziggy, one of my patrons, because the first tournament Ziggy played in, he was playing Kasai rather than his main Lass Dorinthia. He played Kasai instead, which cares about these Centauri Sabers. It just reminds me of him. That's it. 3 packs left. What are we going to do? What are we going to get? I do have a few packs as well of other sets lurking around that I could open, but I don't want to. Right then, so we got 3 packs left. What are we going to get today? Can't even open the bloody thing. Can't even open it. It's glued. God. There we go. Finally. Finally, it's happening to me. You can do it. I can do it. I did it in the end. I got there. Consuming Violation. A card I want to try and use, but I just can't bring myself to do it, because it just doesn't do enough. Meet and Greet, Foreboding Bolt, Overblast, Torrent of Tempo, Whirling Mist Blossom, Hit and Run, Blessing of Serenity, Spoils of War, and a Mandible Claw. So I've got 2 of these now. I've got 2 Spoils of War now. Got 2 of those, even though I don't know where to use it. It's a warrior. Your next weapon attack this turn gains +2 and Go Again. Whenever a weapon you control hits, create 2 copper tokens, Go Again. So that's pretty good. And copper, obviously, you trade copper in to draw cards, don't you, if I remember correctly. What do you think? Do you reckon they'll do more? Do you reckon they'll do more copper stuff in the future? Like currency that you can cash in for stuff? I think it's a cool mechanic. Shard is there, I can feel it, Loro says. I don't think it's going to be, is it? I'm not going to get glorious arcane power in this box. We do have a Zen State, though, which apparently is horrible against Viserai. It completely just cancels him out. Here we go. Zen State. Okay. Okay. Zen State. Snapback. Pathing Helix. Choke Slam. Flying Kick. Salt the Wound. Predatory Assault. Snapback Foil. Rushing River. And Reinforce the Line. Damn. We've got one pack left. The Shard is not going to be here, unfortunately. But we did get some good Majestics, which probably will be trade pieces, I imagine. We'll see. We'll see. I don't even know what I need. I don't even know what I want at this point, to be honest. Okay, we've got a Pathing Helix in the front here. Should we just go straight to the back? Should we just go straight to the back, see what happens? No, let's go through it. Let's go through it. Okay, here we go. Pathing Helix. Azalea, nice to see you, even though you're never going to get played. Increase attention. Foreboding Bolt. Out for Blood. Emerging Dominance. Push Forward. Meet and Greet Shiny. That'll go straight in. Dauntless and Towering Titan. Wow. What an anticlimax that was. It was nice to see Azalea, even though she won't be hanging around for much longer. But there you go. So, Majestics, quick recap. Majestic recap. We have a Spores of War, a Metacarpus Node Shiny, an Aetherize, a Unified Decree, a Find Center, a Snag Shiny, a Chain Lightning, and a Skullhorn. So yeah, these are the Majestics we got in this particular pack. And Drax, welcome to the party. I've just laid out the Majestic cards that I got from that box. What do you think? What do you think, Drax? You just come into the party. Welcome, welcome. These are the cards that I got in this box, Majestic-wise. What do you think? The Metacarpus Node is a foil, and the Snag is also a foil. If that makes any difference to the value. And I might actually, just while I'm waiting for the replies, I might actually just go and see how much that might cost on the relevant websites that I use to find cards. Also, what does everyone use in the UK for getting singles? I'll be interested to know, because I use either Darren's Card Store or Protect Cards. So I'm going to use Darren's Card Store now to try and find what the value might be of a Metacarpus Node. So let's have a look quickly. My mouse isn't working, so I have to use the trackpad, which is really annoying. I can't see the chat now either. Not bad at all, Andrew Mason is saying. Let's have a look then. So, search. Might be able to show you this on the web page capture as well if I can find it. So what is it? Metacarpus. How do you spell it? M-E-T-A Carpus. Metacarpus. Metacarpus Node Majestic Rainbow Foil. Let's have a look. £45 is what Darren's Card Store is selling it for. Not bad. Not bad at all. So is the Fab web page going to work? No, it's been cropped out, unfortunately. Oh no, you can still see it on there. Metacarpus Node, 45 quid, out of stock for the rainbow foil. So yeah, that is the haul that we got from today. No Arknight Shard though. Teclo cards and Fab singles. That's cool. Drax is saying Snag is pretty good. Yeah, it is good. It's a foil one as well. And hate it when people play that against me. Yeah, it is a killer, isn't it? And Spores of War is a must-have in Dorinthia. Interesting. That may get me to build a Dorinthia deck then, because I do have 2 Spoils of War. So I could maybe just chuck a blitz to get a blitz deck together for her potentially. I do have a lot of good warrior things. Like these, like Unified Decree as well, I also have 2 of. So maybe Warrior should be a deck that I build at some point, potentially. Potentially, we will see. We will see. But yeah, I think that's pretty good. Obviously, loads of rares, obviously to the side, but these are the Majestics. But yeah, I think they were pretty decent. I'm probably never going to use Wizard, so I'm probably just going to get rid of this Metacarpus node. Because I don't have the brain power to play Wizard, unfortunately. Plus the 2 you mentioned, I look across all 4 sites when I'm after something. Yeah, it's a good idea. Drax is saying, Dorinthia, super good in Blitz, top tier. Top tier. I'm not sure if it would be top tier if I built it, though, Drax. I think it would be very, very garbage. I might have some warrior stuff, Andrew is saying. What, for the fine centre? Because you want the fine centre, don't you? For your ninjas, potentially. Any of the warriors like Spoils of War? I'm pretty sure Ziggy's got Spoils of War in the Kasai deck that he's got for her, potentially. But any of the warriors like it. Yeah, because I guess warriors care about weapon attacks, don't they? Makes sense. And then we've got the Skullhorn as well, potentially. Which I played Levire the other day in Blitz. Played Levire in Blitz, and I played against Levire in Blitz, and my mate was just operating her in a way that I had never seen before, and it opened up my eyes to how she could be quite good, but I just don't know how to utilise it. So maybe I will experiment with Shadow Brute as well, because I just don't think she gets enough love. And there's got to be something you can do with her. There's got to be. I can hook you up with a good list. Drax saying, for Dorinthia. Yeah, definitely. Drop it in the Discord. I've seen you in there, so drop it in there. I'll be interested to see what that is. You're in the tournament as well, aren't you, Drax? You're in the Go Again Gaming Open too, aren't you? I can't remember what hero you're playing or whether you've decided yet either. If you're swinging weapons, you want spoils, unless bolt-in combo sabers. He wants his own toys to make it even more broken. Yeah. Apparently Bolton's doing really, really well in Europe. I don't know so much about the US, but apparently Bolton is killing stuff in Europe, in the European events. I saw an article on it the other day. Don't know how accurate that is. Drax is just saying yes. I imagine that's to Andrew's comment in the chat with regards to the sabers, Bolton sabers. That's what I mean. I didn't really give the Monarch heroes. I'll switch over to the other camera now. I didn't really give the Monarch heroes much love because I just couldn't really operate them. I mean, the Monarch came out or was coming out when I first got into the game back in sort of May time. I started the channel in May, and I just never really got into the Monarch heroes for some reason. I don't know what it was about them. I just never really got into them. I was too fixated on the older sets because I was still playing catch up, so I never really spent much time with the Monarch heroes. But after doing so the other day, even though it was casually just playing with slightly upgraded Blitz precons, it made me sort of appreciate them a little bit more because I did get all of them. I did get all of the Blitz decks. Drax is saying yes. I mean, I'm in the tournament. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So you are in the tournament. Good stuff. Do you know who you're playing yet in the tournament? I'm just going to be covering the tournament this time. I can't wait. I can't wait to cover it on here. It's going to be absolutely awesome. I got my ass kicked last time anyway in the tournament. Andrew Donnelly is saying Monarch heroes are a bit more complex, not the best on-board place for a new player. No, I agree. I definitely agree. And I was trying to set up an event the other day, in real life event, and a lot of the suggestions were, "Oh, do a Monarch sealed event." And I'm just like, no. We've got new players wanting to play. You don't want to start with Monarch. You do not want to start with Monarch at all. So I definitely parred that idea off. Andrew is saying, when this finishes, my friendly local game store has a Twitch stream of Phasmophobia video game. Should jump in and give them a little boost. Phasmophobia? What's that then? Depends what cards I hit. I hope for Briar. Oh, okay, yes. I remember you saying you want to play Briar, but depending on what cards you hit, you might play a different one. I remember you saying now, actually. Andrew is saying, amazing how the game has taken off, with most people coming in during Monarch and the world going to hell at launch. Yeah. No, it is interesting how it's flourished, isn't it? I'm so ready for my pre-release tournament tomorrow, Andrew is saying. Absolutely. May the mat give you good fortune, as it did Andrew, apparently. Drax is then saying Briar. Yep, I did sort of realise that when you said crier. There's definitely not a crier here out there, so I think there's going to be Briar, which is fine. Wants to do a teaching event at my FLGS. What, a teaching event? What, teaching fab? That would be cool. What is your local game store, Andrew? So I probably need to get in contact with them, because I want to do this Let's Visit series with them as well. Also, for people that are still hanging around at the moment, I'll give you a little bit of an insight as to what's going on. So, Andrew is saying, I suggest using the Era welcome decks with a sideboard of equipment to add in with repeat games. Yeah, that's a very good idea. Era is a good onboarding hero, that's for sure. But what are people watching? People in the UK. So actually, no, Andrew, if you could answer my question first about what your local game store is, that would be fantastic. However, in the UK, there's a shop called Living Realms, and I'm going to be doing a video of them in October. I'm going to be doing it as a part of the Let's Visit series. So Let's Visit series is obviously a series when I travel around the UK to local game stores and just basically capture all of their store, get like an interview with them, do like a little road trip video, and I'm doing one with Living Realms. Yeah, I cannot wait to do that. I'm going to announce it. Oh, bloody flying here! I'm going to announce it on a future video. So I'm going to be doing a video with Living Realms, as well as I'm going to Southampton this month. I'm going to Southampton this month as well to film another Let's Visit series with Board in the City, which are like a cafe, sort of board game cafe establishment that does do a lot of pre-releases for Fab. So I'm going there next weekend to film Let's Visit series there as well. So that should be good. But yeah, very much looking forward to what's coming next. And also, I've been speaking to Pleasant Kenobi. So if you know Pleasant Kenobi, he's like a big sort of MTG personality, and he wants to play Flesh and Blood. He really wants to play Flesh and Blood. So what I'm going to be doing is hosting an event down south in Basingstoke at the Gaming Den. Still going through the stages of organising it and finding out who's going to actually turn up. So that should be really, really good. And it's going to be because Vince Pleasant Kenobi said to me that he's got 2 Blitz decks, precons, which I believe are from Monarch. So he's going to have the Monarch precons with a few upgrades. So it's going to be a in real life event tournament structure, like how the Go Again Gaming Open operates, Swiss rounds, but it's going to be a blitz format, but you cannot use Majestics. So it's going to be sort of like a budget-y sort of tournament. So I think that's going to be quite good. Maybe it is broken. I'll probably speak to some of you guys after this in the Discord with what might be broken in that sort of format. So it's going to be this is what someone proposed in the chat. It was a blitz format, but you cannot use Majestics because Pleasant Kenobi only has Monarch precons. So we want to make it along that sort of level. So any suggestions on what I could do for that would be fantastic, either in this chat or in the Discord chat. So yeah, that should be fun. But apart from that, that is pretty much it, really. I've pulled some good stuff. Let's just go back to the top down again so you can see one last time if you're joining in the future. Creative Cloud keeps going off for some reason. Keeps making stupid noises. But yeah, here we go. These are the pulls for this evening's box. I'm quite happy with this and this. The snag and the metacarpus node. Even the skullhorn as well, which I think would be quite good, potentially, if I do decide to build Levia. Well, that is pretty much it, people. Any suggestions on the tournament structure that I just mentioned? If any of you were listening, probably not, but we'll see. Would be absolutely fantastic. But we will see you on the next video, which I'm not sure what that's going to be yet, to be honest. I'm a little bit unprepared at the moment because I'm just going through all this new studio stuff and sorting out the room and that. But yeah, we'll see you on the next video, whatever that might be. And yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Peace.